got a secret underneath. Yeah, she's this naughty little freak. She likes to put on a show. She likes when it takes control.
Welcome to historic Lambeau Field. The Packers get set to take on the New Orleans Saints. You're trying to gear up for a postseason run. Win tonight and they're in.
Obviously, the goal is Super Bowl, so that's the first step right there, is making the playoff.
Here's the snap to Love. He sets, he waits, he throws, middle, touchdown, Dontavian Wicks. Toss Kendry Miller around the right side. He's hitting the backfield, down he goes. Oh, that was Edgerrin Cooper. Buried him for a loss of 3. And you hear the chant of Coop, Coop. Handoff Jacobs, blasting off the left side, fighting his way to the end zone. Touchdown!
And it just feels like our ceilings just keep going up. For me, man, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Play action back with Rattler. Yes. Shovels it forward. It's a fumble recovered by Green Bay.
It's a great night for Packer football.
And a playoff berth for the Green Bay Packers. Rattler throws left side. Intercepted. Intercepted by Zane Anderson. Packers 34, Saints nothing. You could not ask for a better way to go into that big game next week.
This is the time when you need to be playing your best ball.
You see that they've stamped their ticket 5th time in 6 years for this young, ascending, dangerous Green Bay Packers team.
It means a lot. I was telling Key, this is my first time, like, before I had to scratch and claw to try to get into the playoffs. To the Packers. Just like I said, man, like, ever since I got here, man, it's been great.
I mean, we playing for something, you got games in front of you, we still fighting, trying to be as best of a team that we can be, and it just feels like our ceiling just keep going up, so I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hats off to the two vets, who will be making just a second postseason appearance in each of their respective careers. The playoff picture looks like so, with any of the 3 wildcard slots serving as options for the Packers. Best way to get the seed you want? Take care of business in Minneapolis on Sunday.
It's going to be imperative, I think, that we come out the gates and we start fast, especially going into a hostile environment. This is one of the toughest places to play. It's one of the most fun places to play. There's going to be a lot of energy in that stadium, no doubt about it.
We got to be able to go win these games against the really good teams in the league and set ourselves up for kind of the situation we'll be in for the playoffs.
Inside the 10, to the goal line, breaks the plane, touchdown Green Bay!
A lot of seasons, a lot of games, a lot of reps to reflect. Now it's all about just seizing that opportunity this Sunday.
He looks, he waits.
Yes!
He's hit it, sack!
There we go.
He's hit it, sack!
I think both teams will be energized to play this game.
This locker room is confident that we can beat anyone.
There's all the motivation in the world. We're trying to go down there and handle business in the NFC North.
And there is your dagger!
Bro, what? That would have been boxed. Diamonds on me dancing. Pick up a full of crystal, baby. Big Zion in the building. Come and take a picture, baby. Bow, bow, bow. Kick down the door on him. Energy need to be up, bro. Energy need to be up. Everybody need to be up.
Or Jacobs right side. What a drive. Jacobs.
Damn!
Little stiff arm for Tyrann Mathieu on top of it.
Bro, say you're not 21, buddy? Get out of the club. I got this mic on. I'm about to say the correct. Little boy, you gotta eat a little more. You ain't heavy enough. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Big Zane. Yeah. Slow day at the office. Chris over here.
Here he is over the right side. Oh, good tackle of Demario Davis and gets the first down.
Hey, that man will catch a ride with me every day.
Waits and dumps it off right side. Got Wilson. He bulls his way over a defender inside the 40.
Yeah, E! Yeah, E! Yeah, E! Hell yeah, E! That boy stay in my apartment. That's my dog. He stay with me. Hey, that boy stay with me. We stay in the same apartment building. Yeah, I'm getting that NASCAR. Hey. Hey, NASCAR. I had a pit stop. No traction. I gotta get this oil changed real quick. Gotta get these tires changed out. Talk to me, Zane.
I got you all day, fam.
All right, bet. Yeah. Get money. What do you say? Get money. Yeah.
And Rattler throws left side. Intercepted by Zane Anderson. How about that? First career interception. Zane Anderson.
Wait. Give it to Zane. I picked up the ball when you dropped it. Did you? Yes. Yes, sir, Ski. You done had one before?
On the lead.
Oh, that's your first one? And you dropped it. Don't worry, that's what good friends are for. Y'all see my helmet?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where'd my helmet go? Hey! I'm about to say, where'd my helmet go? Hey, Zane out here, he get a pick now, he starts stealing helmets. I'm out of here. Gang! Yee! Big dog in the books, you feel me? Gang!
Welcome to Best of the Locker Room. Josh Jacobs gave the entire offensive line diamond pendants in the shape of their numbers. Josh Myers' reaction was, appropriately enough, priceless.
No one has ever gotten me a gift like this, ever. This is insane. That's my first diamond anything that's real. So it's a cool deal. I don't really know what to do with myself. I'll have to wear it sometime.
The Viking defense is tough to score against. It ranks number 2 in points allowed. Jordan Love tells us why.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a big challenge. You know, they do a lot of really good stuff on defense. They throw a lot of different looks at you, a lot of different personnels, and a lot of different pressures. So, they make it hard for offenses, make you kind of have to study everything and be prepared for whatever they might throw at you.
Of course, this is the second meeting between the Packers and Vikings. In the first, the Packers fell behind 28-0 before coming back only to lose 31-29. Tucker Kraft reflects on that game and more.
We didn't have great security with the ball, myself included. Fumbled on a critical drive. We were marching. We were going to go down there. We were going to score. We were going to win the game. Just things like that. Like as the season progresses, you have to find, one play at a time. Where can I eliminate the bad? Where can I take any drawback from my game out and replace it with something more positive? So we've had a lot of season so far, a lot of games, a lot of reps to reflect. Now it's all about just seizing that opportunity this Sunday.
So do you need all of our initials for our diamond chains?
Not at all.
Where'd that idea come from? Why'd you want to show your guys support like that?
It was just something different. I feel like in the past I've done a lot of different things, so I wanted to do something different this year. And I also felt like, the guys, we're a closer group, and I know a lot of guys was talking about it like they never had one and was wanting to get one. So I just tied it all into Christmas.
Against this team, with how much they blitz, how much more cognizant do you have to be of your pass protection?
Definitely just slower to get out. Really, it's just more so about communication, making sure everybody on the same page. You know, from the offensive line to the quarterback to the running back. So that's pretty much the biggest thing.
When you look at what have you done in the past for the offensive line, like back in Vegas?
I've done a lot of custom stuff. So I've done a lot in the past. Like I've done custom like Gucci, Louis bags and stuff like that. One group I had like custom like Louis XIII bottles and stuff like that. So I've done a lot of different things.
Was this up there for the price? I mean, obviously having to get a little contract boost this offseason.
People don't really know what I spent on it, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah.
How were they received by the guys?
Everybody loved him. Everybody loved him. It's funny because you know, Josh, he's never owned a chain, and he was like, man, I'm gonna rock this. And it's, you know, it's been a few guys that's been wearing them every day. So yeah, it's been smooth.
I was gonna say there's probably a few guys. I was gonna point to Josh.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite suit them. I mean.
Yeah, he was asking me. He asked me, said, man, what do I need to get to pair with this? So he's trying to wear it. So it's gonna be dope.
No tight end chains though.
Tight ends, nah. Normally I do the offensive line and the tight ends, but I wanted to get the practice squad guys. So I made sure I got the practice squad guys instead. Yeah.
Does Jordan need to one-up it now? Usually the quarterback's taking care of everyone.
Hey, I don't know. You know, he just got a deal. So you know, who knows what next year will look like? He just got a Toyota deal. So I can't compete with that.
You got an Old Spice.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I do. These guys get Old Spice every day.
Just looking at Sunday's game, you know, when you go back and look at Week 4, what do you take away from that game? And I guess just how different are you guys compared to that game, so long ago?
Say that again. Hold on. Repeat that for me.
When you look at just the first game of Week 4, just what do you remember from that game? And almost how different are you guys now compared to that game?
I know, like, we got off to a real slow start. We was okay running the ball, but like we got off to a real slow start. We was down 3 touchdowns by like halftime. So you know, it was kind of tough coming out. You know, playing our brand of ball. We was really playing catch-up ball at that point. We did catch up, but you know, we didn't do enough early enough. So I think that our biggest thing is just starting fast and establishing and playing our brand of ball.
Obviously, no excuses, but Jordan wasn't 100%. I think that's pretty well documented in that game. That has to play a little bit of a factor in the kind of the slow start.
Yeah, definitely it play a factor because it changes the way that we call our plays and the things that we want to do because, you know, he was limited, so we didn't want to have him move around running and things like that too much. We was trying to call, you know, quick things so he can get the ball out. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's no excuses. You know, you got to play with injuries. You got to do certain things, you know, and that's on both sides of the field. So it is what it is, but we looking forward to the rematch.
Josh, what do you thought just with the offensive line, the season they've had, blocking for you, and then, Jordan, I think, has been sacked like 4 times in 8 games.
Yeah.
What do you think about how that unit's kind of performed with you?
I mean, man, I think it's been special how personal they take that. You can see even like on any run or even short passes, like you see all the guys running and pushing the pile and things like that. And I think that's all mentality, you know. So when you have a group of guys collectively all have that same mentality, it makes guys dangerous. It makes guys scary. So for me, man, you know, I love playing with guys that got that grit and, you know, that kind of mentality. So it's been fun.
I guess they have been pretty good if you bought them change, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was always taught like if you get a 1,000-yard season, you take care of them. So I kind of already got it on the back end already. So it is what it is.
What did you know about that O-line before you got here? Like when you signed, did you know a whole lot about it?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know a whole lot about the O-line. I know that they was decent though. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously seeing Aaron and his numbers and things like that. So I knew that they was a solid O-line, but I didn't really know too much about them, you know, as people and what they, I guess, wanted to accomplish in their goals and things like that. But like being here and being able to, you know, go through a full camp, because you kind of don't really know during OTA. So being able to go through a full camp and then, you know, get the first games out the way, you kind of like can see what they're, you know, the glimpse of what they want to be or who they want to be. And then, you know, once we got to mid-season, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's kind of set in stone, like what their mentality is and what their identity is. So it's been good.
How big of a game is this for you guys? I realize the standing says it is, but at the same time, you might be locked into 6 regardless? Like, was this like a really big game or just a game? How do you do it?
I view every game like a big game. Just me personally, because they in front of us. You know, they in the way. So for me, man, I play it like a big game, and I think they still also competing for the #1 seed, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, we want to ruin that for them too. We trying to ruin anything that they got going.
Collectively as a group, I feel like we've been able to kind of gel together and play for each other, and it's showing on Sundays with Sundays, Mondays, whenever we're playing, with the way we're affecting the quarterback, getting him out of the pocket, flushing them, and it's obviously really helping our defense.
Obviously, you talk about the opposing quarterback, Sam Darnold. What do you guys have to do well come Sunday to kind of contain him, because they've won, I think, 8 straight now?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously got a lot of talent, and when you do get him out of the pocket, he has some ability to run and make plays. So ultimately, it just comes back to us. They came into Lambeau earlier in the season, and they beat us pretty good. So I know, we're itching to get another opportunity to play them and kind of prove who we are as a team. But more than anything, I think if we, look at ourselves and we play a complete game from all 3 phases and play well on all 3 levels of defense, I think we'll be all right.
How are you guys a different team than that Week 4 meeting?
I think just the maturity of this team. We had some new additions, this offseason, and some younger guys, some other guys starting to get some opportunities. But like I stated earlier, I think just the feel we have in this locker room, the group of guys, I feel like we've really bonded over the last couple months, and we're really starting to build that connection. And again, it's showing on Sunday. So I think just collectively, we're a determined group. With clinching that spot, we have something to play for, and I think we're just a young, excited group ready to, go play whoever.
Nothing personal. It's not personal against Preston, but when that decision was made, move on from Preston, give some other guys opportunities. What did that do to the confidence of a guy like Renton, even yourself, who's getting more reps? Just that they believed in you guys enough. Let's get rid of the veteran, not get rid of, but you know what I mean? Like, let's move on from the veteran, give them chances.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the NFL at the end of the day, but I think it's amazing for, guys like myself, Brenton, just to continue to get those opportunities to go out and prove ourselves. And like you said, it instills a little belief that they believe in you and they trust you to go out there and put a good product out there. But, as I've stated earlier, I feel like the last couple of weeks we feel like we've really gelled together as a defensive front group, and I'm excited to see what we do Sunday.
Wes, it won't be New Year's Eve like it was last year in Minneapolis, but pretty darn close. Packers and Vikings, time for final thoughts. All right, Weston, what's at stake?
Well, Michael, the Green Bay Packers clinched their berth into the postseason, but there's still plenty here at stake for the Green Bay Packers, trying to figure out exactly where their wild card seeding is going to shuffle out. They're currently in 6th. You can get as high as 5th. You could fall down to 7. Winning against the Minnesota Vikings would keep you in front of Washington while also keeping that number 5 seed a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at the Packers' record, 11-4, the top 3 teams in the NFC are the Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, and Minnesota Vikings. And those 3 teams are responsible for all 4 of Green Bay's losses. This is a chance to beat one of the top teams in the conference before the playoffs start. Wes, who's heating up? Presented by Aurora Heated Apparel.
Devontae Wyatt got his 5th sack of the season, back-to-back seasons now with over 5 sacks for the former first-round pick. And this guy's an absolute wrecking ball in the middle of Green Bay's defensive line, and he finally looks like he's healthy again, back into a rhythm, and going up against this Minnesota Vikings offensive line, really need number 95 to come up big for the Packers.
I agree, and on the offensive side, I'm going to go with receiver Dontavian Wicks. Now, Christian Watson has the knee injury from last week. We'll see what happens there. But Wicks, over the last 4 games, multiple receptions in each game. He got a touchdown catch at the beginning of last week's game to get the offense going. I think number 13 could be in for a big game. Wes, I say the Packers win this game if they can run the ball effectively. Green Bay with Josh Jacobs, one of the top rushing offenses in the league. Minnesota, one of the top rushing defenses in the league. That's a huge matchup in this game because it also plays into the pass protection. The Vikings have a ton of sacks this year. The Packers have done a really good job keeping the sack numbers low. If you're going to win that part of the game, it starts with winning the rushing part of the game, and that's how Green Bay wins.
An excellent point, Mike. And for me, I think the Green Bay Packers win this thing if you can contain those embarrassment of riches that the Minnesota Vikings have on the offensive side of the ball. Packers defense, it's peaking right now. They're playing some really good football, but the challenge is really out there with Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson. These type of weapons are something that the Green Bay Packers are going to have to account for all 4 quarters. Sam Darnold, so much respect to him and what he's accomplished this season. Green Bay has overcome a lot in the secondary. See if they can do it one more time here against one of the NFL's best passing attacks.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, we will sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of Sunday's big game from US Bank Stadium on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.
We have a monster game on Sunday. Vikings, Packers.
You're looking at the Vikings. They've won 8 straight. They've been balling it 13-2 on the season.
I mean, monster game at Minnesota. Enormous.
This is going to be huge. The stakes are super high.
None of these games are going to be easy, especially as you get towards the back end of the year. And we got to be road warriors.
Diving grab, touchdown! Josh Jacobs in beast mode. Intercepted!
Jaden Reed cannot be tackled tonight.
Here and he calls the guy out. Look at him. Boom! He's headed sacked! Untouched! And there is your dagger!